What is up, guys? It is an early morning start for us today because we are heading to Cape Point Nature Reserve, known around the world as the tip of Africa. A lot of people come to Cape Point to just go and see the viewpoint and the views at the actual point. But today I'm going to be showing you some of the other adventures that you can be doing in the Cape Point Nature Reserve. Joined by Callum, my friend from South Africa, who is also an amazing wildlife expert, tracker, an amazing person. And my friend Vincent from Holland, who is obviously not a morning person, but I forced him to get up early this morning because we're trying to make it to the gates of Cape Point at 7 a.m. because this is when it opens. And then also you're beating all the crowds. It's a Wednesday today, so there shouldn't be too many crowds around anyways. But yeah, so the plan is to get there at 7. Cape Point is usually open until 5 p.m. So if we get an early start, we can stay there the whole day if we wanted to. Okay, so we've just gotten our tickets. We're now at the entrance. If you are a South African national, you will pay 90 Rand per person, whereas if you are not South African national, you'll be paying 360 Rand per person. So there's quite a difference. If you're South African, definitely bring your ID card because it will save you a lot of money.
You go this way first, all the way to Olifantsbos Beach. That is our first stop of the morning.
Okay.
And then from there, we are going to wing it.
We're going to wing it.
For me, it's my favorite part of the whole park because it's so quiet, so secluded, and it is full of life. There are so many birds there, so many antelope. You see bontebok, eland, we've even seen mountain zebra along this road. And as you can see, just looking out the window here, the drive there is spectacularly beautiful across this plateau.
So one thing that Cape Point definitely has is also a lot of wildlife. So that is one of the things that we're going to be looking out for at Olifantsbos Beach.
That's what I always look out for.
That is what Callum always looks out for, and he's going to be showing us around there, which is really awesome. He was on the road. Yeah, I can see him. But is this Caracal? There he goes, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Yay, we've just arrived at Oliphants Beach and we have already spotted otters.
I watched them and I saw them down there and I thought they must be about 7 otters, but actually there were 9. And there were 2 mums and 2 cubs, and then the rest of the...
But you guys watched the otters more, you say?
We've been watching them for 19 years. We picked them up first in Kommetjie, and then we became voluntary rangers for Sandparks.
Okay.
With the otters as our portfolio.
So these are the otter tracks that I found, or that we found.
And these are otter tracks, and our otters are called clawless. So they don't actually have clawless. Unlike other otters in the world, they actually have nails sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
These are more like your or my hand, or like a baboon hand.
Yeah.
And so it's like a nail like that. So you can see when they run there, and they're running on the tip of their fingers, or what we call digits. There's the pad. There's the pad, and there's the fingers.
Oh, there we go. And then they ran into the reeds. Okay, so after going to Olifantsbos Beach and meeting this amazing couple that has been studying the otters here for a very long time, they advised us to go down onto the Thomas T. Tucker Shipwreck Trail so that hopefully we can still spot some otters on here. If not, I think it's still going to be a great walk because Cape Point has got a lot of shipwrecks. And the reason for this is that the Cape Point used to actually be called the Cape of Storms, and sailors used to navigate their way past the point. You know, it was a very iconic landmark. But at night and in the fog, obviously this became very treacherous because there are lots of cliffs here. So you can still see a lot of shipwrecks actually scattered around Cape Point. So there is one on this trail, and that is also one of the next things that you can go explore while at Cape Point. There are multiple different shipwrecks, all with different history and all different dates that they obviously got wrecked here. So if you're feeling like a pirate, and this is one of the activities you can do.
These are tunnels in the sand left by, I think it's Cape June mole rats. Surprising they're going so close to the beach.
Wow.
Oh no, sorry, not so close to the beach, so close
to the ocean. The weather is so weird because it was so hot and sunny back there, and now we're literally going back into the mist. where it starts cooling down again. So yeah, be prepared when you come to Cape Point for all weather types. It's also known to be one of the windiest places on earth. And yeah, therefore expect a lot of wind. We're really lucky today with no wind, which is great. This ship actually came to strand here in November of 1942 due to the heavy mist. This ship was actually on a mission from New Orleans to Seuss when it got stranded here near the Olifantsbos beach here on the Thomas T. Tucker Trail. So pretty cool. There are lots and lots and lots of shipwrecks around Cape Point, so this is only one of the many.
With it heating up now, we have to keep our eyes open for snakes as well, because they'll be looking for spots to just bask in the sun, keep themselves up before they can get moving and active during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so puff adder, Cape cobra, small snake are some of the species that you could get here. Very unlikely to get bitten by one unless you're stupid enough to pick one up.
Yeah.
But just keep your eyes open, and because it's always special to see a snake.
Yeah, I love snakes. Striped mouse.
Yeah, you can see the stripes on the back. It's a good one.
Something super crazy has happened on our way to the Buffelsfontein Visitor Center because we have just spotted zebra, and the chances were very unlikely that we would spot them, and we've seen them. So not only have we gotten up close with the raptor, we've seen otters running, we've seen the caracal. Like, it's like Fenton has come from Holland, given us good luck, and now we're just seeing everything one day. But we have spotted 2 of the zebras, so we're gonna go look. The Buffelsfontein Visitor Center is an awesome place to learn about the different flora and the fauna that's here, the marine life, and then also the history of Cape Point. And people were already gathering seafood here as hunter and gatherers around 120,000 years ago. So yeah, if you're looking to get to know more information about the Cape Point area, then this is definitely a place to come and learn.
All right.
Cape Point is home to many, many, many beaches. You even have one of the wave pools over there. And yeah, it's just really worth it to come if you're going to be exploring, you know, the landscape and all of that. To also come have a little chill on one of the beaches. Check. Woo! Oh my god, I don't like that.
I'm almost worried that the previous owner of the skin is going to come out and say, "What are you doing, man?"
Whoa, but he shed so perfectly.
Yeah. It's a decent sized snake as well. Look.
Oh my word.
Ooh, yeah, there's water. Like, big snake.
That
There's
is.
the head.
Oh, yeah,
The
even
eyes.
his eyes.
Yeah. You see, this is quite a big snake.
Yeah, we don't want to be bumping into.
With his or her new skin.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Okay, so apparently Buffels Bay is notorious for good baboon and eland sightings, and we have definitely not been disappointed. We are in the middle of a troop of baboons, and we have got some incredible shots. What's going on? Oh, he's going. Yeah, they're running for the food by the cars that are open. So this is like, wow, guys. Also, the ocean is looking really good today, and this place is also great for free diving and snorkeling when the conditions are right. Otherwise, I think we might be having a dip just now once we've had some lunch. So one thing, obviously, if you're going to be coming to Buffalo's Bay with so many baboons, is be careful with food. Keep your car doors locked, and don't keep food in your bag while you're walking around, because they will try and find it. So I am in the car, and although we have been blessed with these beautiful baboon sightings, I still think it is a little bit scary, because you have a dominant male as well who, well, it seemed like he was running after us, but he actually was darting towards the bin. But still, they're huge, and once they open their mouth, that you can actually see how big those teeth are. So I just came into the car to get out of it for a little bit. Although it is getting very hot in the car, but just be careful for your stuff, careful for your car, careful for the food, and try to give them space. Like if they do come a little bit too close for comfort, then try to avert them, and also don't look directly in their eyes, because that is how they see that you are challenging them. So yeah, do definitely keep your distance. If they come a bit closer and you are fine with it and you can take pictures, that's fine, but yeah, don't do anything you're not comfortable with. Okay, so we've also decided that we will not be sticking around here to have a swim. We are going to be going to our next spot to just have something to eat, which I think is a good idea. But even on a calm day, you know, there were other people swimming. You could have a great swim here, a snorkel, but there are just too many baboons here for my comfort now, and the male already showed some aggression to us. So
yeah, he full on grabbed my hand.
He grabbed...
Like, didn't realize this male baboon just full on came for me. I didn't realize at the time, because I'd taken some packets that I picked up on the beach out of my pocket to put in. Sorry, let me just let him in. But then he reached up, full on tried to grab my hand. And I was like moving, because I thought it was coming from my camera. Then I saw his teeth showing. It was getting a bit aggressive. And then I realized, I've got these packages in my hand. So I dropped them and he let me go almost immediately. But you can see where he actually grabbed my hand, like full on grabbed.
Yep. Everybody comes to like Cape Point to go to see the point. Yeah, like what you're saying, it's going to be like probably the most disappointing part of this whole day.
No, it's not. It's not going to be disappointing. It's going to be the anticlimax.
The anticlimax.
Caracal, otters, mountain zebra, rockcaster will kill. And now me
attacked by a baboon.
I was more worried that he was going to bite me, because he was showing his teeth at one point. So I realized, shit, I've got to get whatever it is he's after away from me. So then I realized, okay, rappers.
Yeah. So we think that because people feed the baboons, stupid people feed the baboons, you know, they get accustomed to knowing that wrappers and stuff like that are what they need, you know, to get something to eat. So when Callum threw the wrappers down, that's when the baboon stopped. Yes! What an exit, man. We have arrived at Kaap of Good Hope, or Kaap de Goede Hoop in Dutch, which is the most southwestern part of the African continent. And then of course you have Cape Point, which is considered the tip of Africa. But we've made ourselves our first stop here at Kaap of Good Hope. We're not the only ones today, it's actually quite busy. And then also what you've got here, which Callum already mentioned earlier, is that you have a seal colony in the background in the ocean. You got it. Although there are so many more other things that you can do in Cape Point nature reserve, such as multiple beaches, more shipwrecks, all of that, we're going to be ending today at the actual point, also known as the tip of Africa. And this is actually why most people actually come to this reserve. So for Kaap of Good Hope and Cape Point. And I saved them for last because I also wanted to show you guys what other types of adventures you can go on. We arrived at Cape Point, and basically you've got multiple places that you can look at the view. You've got your lighthouse up here, and then you've also got the lighthouse down there. The lighthouse was actually only put in later after so many shipwrecks started happening, so this helped ships to guide themselves around the cliffs and the rocks. But they're absolutely insane views. I mean, look at the ocean down there. Like, we can still see pretty far, which is really, really, really cool. So this is what most people actually come and visit Cape Point Nature Reserve for. Callum told me to do something.
Yeah, so here, nice and warm.
Nice and warm.
Do this. Hello.
Hello, cold air.
Yeah. And away.
And we're away, and it's warm again.
So we're just like getting buffered up.
Buffered up to, well, the lighthouse is ultimately.
Coming off the ocean, getting forced up by the high cliffs, goes over the lighthouse, and then really creates a bit of
a good temperature.
Serious anabatic wind. Yeah, that's what it is. Anabatic going up the mountain.
Like so far, the best Vincent.
The baboon attack.
The baboon attack.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I like virtually everything, but I think everything was so close, and that is amazing. I think that was the most amazing part.
What's so special about Cape Point is that this, you can see if you just look around, it's pretty much no houses here, and you would not think that you were anywhere near the city of Cape Town. Just this perfect wild place, and it doesn't. Cape Point itself gets a lot of recognition, but the reserve as a whole doesn't really get that same kind of recognition as the whole point does. But for me, that's almost a good thing actually, because then these places were like these little out of the way places, like these little beaches, these hikes, these and all these like special wild areas where the animals live. They don't get as much overcrowding from people as you would have seen at Cape Point. So the fact that these areas are still wild and a lot of people visit them means like it's just these really special spots that just come and just have some quiet time and just be in nature.
Well, there you have it, guys. That is the end of this video, and I hope that I have proved to you that Cape Point Nature Reserve has so much more to offer than just visiting the actual point. From visiting shipwrecks and seeing otters and seeing the animal tracks in the sand to actually seeing larger mammals, there is so much to do here in the reserve that is besides, the busy Cape of Good Hope and Cape Point. So I hope that you enjoyed this guide of this reserve, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any of my upcoming adventures, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because then you'll always see my new videos come up. And I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Bye.